It is day 26 of 365. Hi. I just got home from a meeting. It was a Toastmasters meeting. And at Toastmasters today, I had to do a role that I've never done before. It was the general evaluator role, a role that I was afraid of. That's a tricky role. The requirements for the role, it was for me to evaluate basically everyone that spoke in the meeting. And so last night, I always prepare ahead of time. I always like to go the extra mile and make sure that I give myself the best opportunity to be great at whatever it is that I'm attempting. So last night I filled out, I typed out a sheet with all of the checkpoints, all of the things that I had to make sure I cover and all of that stuff, had it printed, had 2 copies, went over there today, did my thing, and I thought I did a pretty good job. And I had some people come up to me after and tell me that I did a great job. So I thought I was, in the clear. I am walking home and something entered my mind and started telling me, you could have done this better. You could have done that better. Maybe you should have cut that part out. Maybe your paper, you could have put more space so you had more lines to write so it wouldn't have been so messy. Like it even mattered. Nobody was looking at my paper. And just like things that I was a little bit in shock at what was going on, but I was witnessing this. You could have done this. You could have, should have, I was going down the rabbit hole with it. And I started beating myself down, and then I started feeling a little like, oh my God, I really was bad. And I had to stop myself. This went on for about 10 minutes. And this is something that I will do again and again so I can get better. And that's what I started thinking. And then I remembered, I have to be willing to be bad enough at something long enough to get good at it. And I didn't even think I was bad at this. So it reminded me of salsa. When the first day I went to salsa, I told you about that. I was dying to leave. I wanted to run out, but I didn't want to look bad. So I stayed. And that was my mantra. I have to be willing to be bad enough at something long enough to get good at it, because I was bad at salsa. And one of the reasons why I like doing all of these new things now and stepping out of my comfort zone, it's like a game for me, because also I get to put it in my book. Remember this book? This book, I write all of the new things that I've done that I've never done before, and I get to look back at them. So it's a fun little thing for me to look back at. And I love writing new things, so I'm always looking for what's something I've never done before that I can go and do right now. And so when I got home, I just said, you know what, let me do my video right away because I wanted to tell you about this. And just this mantra I kept on repeating over and over. And it's a mantra that I use for anything that I'm starting that's new, or anything that I'm not good at and I want to get good at. I have to be willing to be bad enough at something long enough to get good at it. I have to be willing to be bad enough at something long enough to get good at it. And I wanted to remind you of that too. You have to be willing to be bad enough at something long enough to get good at it, because I know there are things that you're going to want to try and do and attempt as we journey together. So you also have to be willing to be bad enough at something long enough to get good at it. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.